Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. It's hot, it's humid, just like the Gators like it, and the reason they call this place the Swamp is we are ready for the Florida home opener. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
How about that play? Yeah, that was a great job by the return man, but how about the execution and the blocking? Everybody getting a hat on a hat. They set up that return perfectly. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Dances away from one. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit?
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? When the RPO wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's right on target. Drills him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the effort, tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sanders. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
He's looking to throw it. He's going for the big play. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to move it through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Terrapins are on the move.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Maryland 14, Florida 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Fakes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's back to throw on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Goff. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Turns it on in midfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He now has 62 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. Finds his man. It's Goff. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a...
He makes the catch in the end zone! Touchdown, Florida!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Liberty has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 17 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass is intercepted. Spin, still running. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're testing the right side here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Powers through the defender. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Look, I think you've got to go somewhere else with that football. I mean, he just threw it right in to a bracketed receiver.
Yeah, I mean, double coverage, that's not the play you want to make. You want to find other avenues to make plays. Don't go for the guy with 2 on him. It seems pretty simple, but, man, a lot of times you have that go-to guy. That's the guy you want to force feed.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that? They can come up with plays for you all over the field. You just saw the big 3rd down catch and set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Looking to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
But they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David. And
I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tackle is made after the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, going up top. Soft spot in the middle. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell if he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. It's hot, it's humid, just like the Gators like it, and the reason they call this place the Swamp is we are ready for the Florida home opener. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Terrapins ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He gets a block. Running through contact. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here.
And the pass is intercepted. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Maryland! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Terrapins! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
You know, the one thing that worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Using the quick game. Just destroying his way through the field. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
This one's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is matriculating down the field.
He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job in pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Might as well give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that pass intercepted. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Gators. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, and get you a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive.
And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's space, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
And the Gators take over.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll go right back to the run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Bulldozes his way through. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Going to try to get it himself. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come up.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They want to get this defense on its heels. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And the defense has it. They're going the other way.
The more hats you have, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to him.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
1st and 10.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead. He hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Connection to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he makes a completion. And they're set up and in business at the 20.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Steps away to find some room. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the 1st down.
And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Maryland!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll line up to go for 2. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? This is ultra aggressive. Still in the 1st half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling with that.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And this defense gets the ball back for its own. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that, when they get you back to football, and they score some points, Palmer. You put those points up on the board, usually brag about it, special defense. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He now has 61 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Maryland.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice move there. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.